Hello and welcome to MyFusion Helper. In this short video, I'm going to show you how to use the Combine It helper. And we're also going to cover some examples and, go into a live demo as well. So the first thing we like to do is just start off with the live demo and show you how it works. This is a very simple helper, and I think that you'll have no trouble with it whatsoever. So let's just dive right in. Okay, here we are inside of the app, and so we want to type in the Combine It. There we go, and select it, and we'll do a Combine It example as the name and the selected fields that we want to combine. So, this is something where you might have, it could be something like a first name field and then a last name field. It would be an example where maybe you want to store the full name in there, and we want to store it. I'll just put it in a sample field here. So we'll go in here and throw it in a sample text field that I have. And then there's a question here as well, and that is, do we want to put a space between the fields? So in this case we would, but sometimes you won't. So it's up to you whether you want to put that space in. That's one of the options, and that's really all there is to it. Now, it's probably not one of the most popular helpers that we have in the system because it's fairly limited in use, and there's not a lot of times when you're looking to combine things like this. However, it works very easily and it's very simple. If you do need it, it's a lifesaver. So we go ahead here and just create the helper like normal. And then, of course, we're going to do the same routine that we do with all of the helpers. And I'll show you just in case you haven't seen it before. But we're going to copy the link here to copy it. And then we're going to switch over here and we're going to add in our helper. Now this would be done through just going over here and in the process tab and selecting an HTTP post snippet and dropping it onto the canvas here. And we've already done that, so I'll go in here. And then we're just going to paste this in, and that is the value that we copied from within the app itself. And then we can take it out of draft mode and we're good to go. It's that straightforward and that simple. Now, when we talk about some examples of when you might use this, I showed you the one of combining first and last names into a single field. Sometimes that's necessary, but not super valuable. Another thing that we find is combining text with a numeric value. So this is something that happens semi-frequently where you have a custom field and or you have some standard text, and then you have a custom numeric field that's maybe an incremental counter. And so let's just think of it as stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, and the 1, 2, 3, 4 is in a numeric field and the stage is a separate text field, and you want to combine those. That's an example. We see things like that fairly frequently where they're combining text and numeric values, and many times they're not using the space between them in that particular example, which is why we give you that ability to either choose the space between them or not. So that is a wrap. This is a fairly straightforward and easy helper for you to use, and hopefully it makes your life just a little bit easier.